Hi everyone, it's BDevine and welcome to Divine Miracles. Thank you for subscribing, being here and sharing, and I hope you will enjoy the messages today for fire signs Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. Now, I am going to be working with the Mythic Tarot. I'm going to try to give you some of the background of the Mythic Tarot as I go along as well, of Greek mythology. I am not Greek, but these were the first deck of cards I had, so I had that to study from. I'm also doing the Angel, Gods and Goddesses cards as a bonus little message, and also the Dragons, my Dragon Energy cards. You can download the first installment, the Dragon Healing Energy Magic. The first lesson, which is a meditation as well as instruction about what they're working with us on, okay? And it's very, very helpful to you. People have had amazing results so far, changing people's lives. So please listen to that. The links will always be in the description box, okay? So here we go. Working with Aries first, okay? Hopefully by the time you guys watch this, all of the timestamps are there too, okay? I know some people like to put them in. Okay, Aries, let's see what you're getting. And you have the energy of the Queen of Swords for Aries, okay? Now, the Queen of Swords in Greek mythology is Atalanta. That's her name. Her name was Atalanta, and apparently her father, in this particular story, he didn't really want to have a girl. He wanted to have a boy, right? So he kind of abandoned this girl and rejected her in many ways. And she kept on showing him how amazingly fit and agile she really, really was. And eventually he accepted her as a fierce warrior. However, Atalanta, being the Queen of Swords, was very alone, because what man is really going to want a woman, in her eyes, this was in her eyes, that could do everything a man could do, you know? It's almost like the guy feels inadequate, okay? So for Aries, there may be a situation in your life where somebody is feeling inadequate because you're so powerful, because you're so strong, because you're so independent, you know, and you're so capable as well. And maybe you don't see yourself in this way, but you're actually born with this energy of Queen Atalanta around you. You know, you're born with that energy near you, being in Aries as well. Now, Aries, the fire sign Aries, you know, the Queen of Wands, as well as connected to, or the King or the Queen of Wands or whatever. The wands are connected to fire signs usually. This is a sword, so this is connected to air signs. Okay, so there's some element within you that is connected to the strength of air, and this is around you right now. This can also indicate a colder environment that you might be moving towards, or there has been a cold environment around you, you know, figuratively speaking, okay? Maybe there's been people that way towards you. Sometimes this particular Queen of Swords energy can be colder, you know, it can feel like a person is giving you the cold shoulder kind of thing. Or this can be someone who lives on their own as well. But what I'm feeling for Aries is that you have all of these capabilities, you have all these strengths. You may not be liked by everybody, okay? Not everybody is going to accept a strong person, because a strong person is really hard to bully. Right? A person who's strong, you can't really tell them what to do. So there's no fun in that for a lot of people. But you're a strong person, so you shouldn't bow down to everybody else's demands on your time, on your space, on your work. You know, people ringing you up, they're wanting free this and free that and free this and free that, but they wouldn't go to the shopping center and ask the shopkeeper for free anything. Or they wouldn't write to, if you read cards for someone, they're not going to write to someone famous, for example, and say, oh, can you help me for nothing, you know? So you shouldn't have to bow down all of the time. This card is also saying, though, sometimes you might be a little too hard on yourself or have a too sharp of a energy about you. And sometimes there needs to be, let other people just have a turn. You're always really good at everything. Let some other people have a turn sometimes. But I'm feeling for you that there is a situation where you could be spending some time alone, and it's really needed to rebuild and to strengthen and to see the world in a different viewpoint. One little message here is for Aries: don't be really hard on yourself right now, okay? You need that time of withdrawal. Don't be hard on yourself though, okay? Angels, gods and goddesses for Aries. And you got the Angel of Vision, which I think was underneath the deck. Someone is not revealing part of the story. Trust your feelings over what others say. So there's some here that maybe this is coming up for the new moon as well, that this revelation will happen. Someone is not telling you everything, and possibly this is a person who's very emotional, that's not talking. They usually tell everybody everything, but they're crying too much or they're overdoing it kind of thing. Okay, look for that if you're looking for an answer, okay? But I feel also with the vision, the Angel of Vision, that it might be that you're not seeing the story correctly either, or that you've been working on your third eye, needing to activate the energies around it, in and around it and behind it, the pineal gland and everything like that. Remember too, and this is something that is kind of like people work on one part of their chakra all the time. Like, I must get my third eye right. I must get my solar plexus right, or whatever. You need to work on all of it, and you need to work with your auric field more importantly, because once that's all balanced, then the light's going to generate properly into your chakras anyway. So don't just work on one thing. But here again, the Angel of Vision, someone is not revealing part of the story, but I feel like that's going to just be a no-brainer and start coming to the surface. Okay. Let's do a little message from the Dragon energy cards for Aries. Abundance, reaching a goal, new beginnings, business change, and money. Okay, see, you're really good at everything. See how I told you that at the beginning? Okay, the abundance dragons are there. You can use this symbol again to bring in abundance in your life as well, or to reach a goal or something that you've been working on within yourself. There's going to be a change with regards to your life, your finances, etc., your business. You have to, though, follow what you've been getting about that. So I know too many people that they get these amazing ideas and they're like, yeah, but that's going to be too hard. Okay, there's something in what you're talking about, and there's always a way around it as well. The abundance dragons are saying, look, don't worry, we're going to take care of stuff anyway. All right, start bringing it into your life, which is awesome. So be open to those new beginnings and those changes, and getting the revelations happening too. Okay, so that was for Aries. Now for Leo. Here we go, Leo. Oh, you got the Ace of Swords. Okay, the Ace of Swords in the Mythic Tarot deck. So you're also beginning some mental, new mental beginning, a new way of thinking, which is benefiting you. Okay, you got Athena here, the goddess of justice. All right, so she's cutting through anything that is not making sense, anything that's rubbish. She's cutting through and creating a clear space around you. She's cutting through the illusion. She's cutting through the drama. She's cutting through people that you don't need. She's cutting through situations that have outgrown, It also is a card of time where there's kind of a little bit of a challenge that might have been around you as well. The goddess Athena comes into the Greek mythology, into this particular part, in this part, is that she's very defensive of a young man called Orestes. And Orestes is being told by his mother and told by his stepfather, sort of thing, or the mother's boyfriend, that they have to all kill their father. And Orestes does not want to do this. Athena ends up having a lot to do with helping this situation later on, okay? So she's very, very good at bringing balance where there has been unfairness, okay? She's very, very good at helping you to see your own strengths and also to try to help you not to overthink. There is a new beginning in regards to the way in which you do think, okay? There's a new beginning in your thoughts, okay? And your imagination. There's a new beginning with your abilities as well. There's also something that needed to go. And one thing that I noticed about the Ace of Swords, if you look at the size of that sword, it is like over massive, okay? It's over huge. So it's sort of telling me that no matter how big the problem is, that Athena working on your, working with you and helping you is going to be able to destroy it. So don't let yourself start overthinking. This is something Leos can also do. So for Leo as well, there's also this, like I was saying, a new beginning with regards to how you're thinking, and also a new beginning in how you're seeing yourself as well. How you see your own strength, how you see your life, how you project yourself to others. It's a lot different than it used to be. And it takes some getting used to as well, Okay, so we've got some rain coming now. All right, so the angels, gods and goddesses for Leo. Justice is going to be done, okay? You don't have to think about how that's going to happen, but there is going to be fairness and balance in your life, a new beginning for Leo. And we got goddess of the sacred path. Let go of logic and trust your intuition. See, there's that blue, successful energy. With the blue, I always see blue as a very successful, the angel Raphaela has a blue sort of color with her. She's very helpful at healing too. And this energy with the blue also talks about, frozen emotions and things that are beginning to come to the surface to be healed once and for all. When there's a situation that's very traumatic in our life, we create as a child, and it's happened as a child, and it happened and it happened and it happened. It creates this energy that's frozen, as I was saying before, where there's a traumatic event and it's frozen in time in your timeline. And what can happen is that whenever something or you feel that way again, like you feel abandoned or rejected or something, it's like you feel that way again. It hurts just as bad as it did like the first time, years and years and years ago, until you get that to clear from your life. So there's something here that is emotionally testing you, perhaps because of this new moon energy. It's emotionally testing you and your ability to succeed. But Goddess Athena is right there saying, I'm right here. Like, how can you possibly lose with the Goddess of Justice on your side? And this huge, big sword that's almost as big as her, that she's just wielding really easily, defending you, okay? So you are supported. Let go of all the overthinking and trust this forward movement that's happening. Okay, so also we want to do the Dragon Energy cards for Leo. Okay, let's see. We've got the Air Dragons. Caught between choices, questions, overthinking. Didn't we just say this? Let go of logic. This symbol brings new opportunities. Okay, so the Air Dragons, you got the Ace of Swords, new opportunities is coming your way. You can draw this particular symbol, okay? The letter F is connected to that as well. So you may have been feeling this, everything's sort of like coming at you, choices, decisions, people to deal with, situations, all this happening. But it's okay. At the same time, I feel like Leo's like, you know, kind of used to it, right? But this symbol brings new opportunities for you as well. Okay, new opportunities for growth, new opportunities for change, things that you're not expecting. Like sometimes people just think, okay, there's going to be a new opportunity for my business, but it may be something completely different that you haven't thought of. Okay, so work with the air dragons and download your first lesson, if you haven't, Leo, of dragon energy healing magic. Okay, so everything, you're on the sacred path, so keep on pushing forward with it. Okay, surprise, abundance, joy, opportunity, intuition, all at a high. So use this to your benefit. All right. Now for Sagittarius. Okay, thank you for joining me, Sagittarius. Here we go. We are doing the Mythic Tarot cards, okay? And I'm going to do my best to also give you a little bit of the background of the cards as well as we go along, and see how it sort of makes sense into your life. Sagittarius, crazy times, okay? All right, let's see where you're at now. This is great. You have the energy of Daedalus, the Nine of Pentacles, okay? Daedalus was very blessed, you know, was given many different opportunities to learn and to grow. And this is showing here this independence, this you're being by yourself, you're spending time by yourself, you're in your own thoughts, and you're able to use your own talents to create or generate an income. This is what Daedalus does. He is very clever at crafting things, okay? So he's been able to use his own creative skills to create for himself a bounty, okay? He is moving into a energy of being a king, you know, and he's also got the success with the laurel wreath around him. He's like a victor. He's completely done this on his own. Now, this is where you are, Sagittarius. You're in a time where you were very conflicted about yourself, about your own inner worth, about your, you know, who you really are. You've spent so much time trying to cater to the needs of other people and making them go first and you know, putting yourself last. You did that for so long and it just exhausted you, right? It was exhausting having to keep up with all this stuff all the time. But as Daedalus did, he finally sat back and he's like, you know what? I'm just going to craft something out for myself. I am going to use my own talents and I'm going to just sit here and do what I've really wanted to do. You know, instead of doing what everybody wants me to do first, I'm going to do what I really want to do. And that's made him the most money. It's made him the most success. It's made him feel very comfortable in his life, to the point where he's going to one day be able to give to all of those who are family to him or have become like family, right? So the energy here is that's what you're doing. You're generating something here on your own that is going to bring in an income for you based on your own talents. It may be a business idea, it may be something creative that you're doing, it may be something musical, whatever it is for you, that's what you need to be doing, because that brings you the most joy. And always whatever brings you the most joy is going to work. It's, you know, the money and joy go hand in hand, okay? You can't have one without the other, right? Also, it talks about this, the abilities awakening, your own mediumship abilities, your own connection with the divine, the awakening of spirit. And this has really helped you to grow and move forward too. Just don't give your power away anymore to anyone else. Lead by example, not by word anymore. Just lead by example. And people will be wondering, you know, what you've done or will leave you alone, perhaps, because they see that it's too difficult to break the walls down. Okay? Okay, so let's have a look at your gods, angels, gods, and goddesses card. And you got God of the Arts. The artist within you is about to emerge. There you go. The creative artist. I feel like that looks like someone who's a writer, like Edgar Allan Poe or something. That's what that feels like. Something that you've been, again, it's a male energy here in both of these cards, right? So the masculine side of you, if you're a female, is also starting to emerge. And if you've been thinking about writing, workshops, or, drawing, or being, drawing the art that you're feeling, or playing your instrument, or whatever it is, or singing, or whatever it is that you've been thinking about, that's the key, that's your secret. And it's going to come out anyway because you've been doing the inner work. So all of these hidden talents and abilities start to come forward when you're doing the inner work. When you're on the right path, it shouldn't be terribly hard. You have challenges, okay, but your life's not hard, and I often see this with people who are in a wrong situation for themselves. Everything is going wrong around them because they're in the wrong situation and they just don't want to let it go. So they're going to keep on going around in circles until they say, I need to flip off of this thing. I need to flip out, get out. I need to get out of this situation. And then it all starts changing. I've seen that so many times. People are fighting to stay in a place that's bad for them, and it only causes you hurt, and it only causes you more that you have to deal with later on if you're staying in a situation that you shouldn't have been in the first place, right? Because you weren't listening. But that's not to make you feel bad about it. That's just to show you how far you've come, within yourself, okay? Now, a dragon message for Sagittarius with the dragon energy cards. And if you haven't already, download the new lesson. It'll be in the links below. Abundance dragons, here we go. I'm sure I just got this. Anyway, abundance dragons. Reaching a goal, new beginnings, money, business change. Look at that. That's a symbol that you can use to create money, okay? To create a goal, a target that you're reaching. Look, you're going right through the target, through the other side. Bringing in money and new beginnings and business change, work within just reciprocal income and stuff as well, So that's for Sagittarius. And it's all starting to happen, so you don't have to worry anymore. It's happening anyway, okay? Be proud of yourself for how far you've already come. But don't let anyone stamp all over you who's had a chance to stamp on you before. Don't let it happen again, okay? When people, I was saying, I think it was in another reading, but I was saying, people don't bully people who are strong. They only go for people who are easy targets, and they're using you as an easy target, or you have been used as an easy target through your feeling, through wanting to feel loved or wanting to belong, or wanting to please people, but it was for your own detriment that happened. Not to say that you sit there and start blaming yourself for anything in the past, that you just recognize it and say, you know what, that's what I was doing. I was allowing people to go before me. People were more important than I am, and now I'm getting to know who I am and my own self-worth, and anything less than that can leave my sphere, kind of thing. The artist is coming within you. Your best bet is to work on your own talents, and as a business or as a hobby, but it's going to make money for you. You're going to be recognized for your own talents, okay? The money's going to be available as well. Everything's going to be able to move smoothly. You can't see that right now, but it will, okay? So thank you guys for listening. As I said, don't forget to download the beautiful Dragon Energy Magic lesson, which is below in the description box. And you just click it, and it's $10.99, and you get your lesson. It's like a little bit over an hour. And it's something you can keep then, and reuse. So here we go. So thanks for listening. Until the next time, lots of love, many blessings. Bye for now. Bye.